Yo,
Yeah.
bro, I want you to say something.
What?
This game sucks. So I've basically seen the same fucking Survivor team for like maybe 4 or 5 matches and the same Hunter for like 3 matches.
This is such a weird fucking character. Why would you do it in a fucking professional league, though?
Because
Like, I would.
she's the only character that can like counter bullshit.
Yeah, but that's so fucking hard.
Yeah,
Damn.
but people manage.
Your people are insane.
I know, that's what I'm saying, like I really hate this game style, like it looks so dumb.
What do you mean by that?
Like I would like to picture what the game would be like if you remove bro time and detention. I wonder if it's gonna be like better this way. 'Cause like that's
Thing
what
is, they'll be very reluctant to change these things because while probably like really good players will be like, yeah, this is kind of shit and it's gonna make the game bullshit. Other people rely on this shit a lot to win, so they'll be like, no, don't take
but
it
that's
out.
the thing. They have like a persona system that allows you to choose your talents, but if there's only like 1 or 2 viable paths, what's the point?
Yeah, that's true. Other than like, I don't know, when you like chaired, everybody else can see each other on the team. That's kind of nice, I guess.
It's
But that's
nice,
about
but
it.
when you add what you wanna have, like you're removing what you need to win, because they both counter each other.
Yeah.
Like detention counters the instant heal, and the instant heal counters detention. So I'm telling myself, if you remove those two out of the equation, it's gonna force like people to stop relying on this gimmick.
Yeah. It does seem like he's thinking like, what the fuck do I have to cover? What do I talk about? And he just like talks about it.
Yeah, the gun runs like, oh shit. I feel like if they remove pro time and detention, like the game is gonna be a little bit more natural, like especially for newbies, because nobody knows about this. Like,
Also, I'm always curious about casters. Like, are casters like pro players themselves?
no, they're never pro players.
How the fuck can they talk about what the pro players do well if they're
Like,
not themselves?
like as a commentator, you have to like study the game, and sometimes you have to study like the pro players. You, how long have they been talking?
A long time.
Bro, I even forgot they were talking. Here's the issue I have with this game, like the way like those character classes work, like almost half of the characters in your match, they are characters you're trying to avoid.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's why I hated fucking Dead by Daylight, because every character is breaking the fundamental rules of the game somehow. Here, the killers don't. I don't know any killer that breaks the rules fundamentally.
Look, he goes underground and now he has basically an extra life. Now Wu Chang is just recovering, allowing him extra time to get away. And he managed to hit him fast too. And he passes under palace. And now he says, up, screw this guy, man.
Is he gonna commit to her?
Oh man, God, Jay, this is so tricky. I mean, look at the lower left portion of your screen.
He should.
ladies and gents. Those puppets.
She's too far.
Again,
No, it's fucked.
Such an asset to GK right
He
now.
shouldn't have committed
There
to her,
is
'cause
so
she's
much
too
breathing
far.
room for them. When it's interesting because there was such a lack thereof in the previous half.
I think he's gonna leave her, maybe.
Good work
No.
from GK to pick up the speed.
Like all she did was place one portal. I think that's all she did. She placed one portal and she moved back and forth. And the guy's invisible, so like there's no way he can catch him unless he like predicts where he is.
K and VX. This is only group stage, guys. We got.
No, it's not. It was a fucking dude.
Awesome.
Ain't no fucking history making bullshit. Well, I'm started the shit be like, yo, survivors break all the rules in the game. Fuck you. And they're like, how did they do that? I'm like, they got extra lives. They basically can cancel a bunch of fucking effects that the killers impose, while killers always have to contend with whatever survivors impose on them. But survivors can just cancel shit, and they're also fucking 4. Warden.
Why you always change names? Are you like escaping from the FBI or what?
Yes.
Wu Chang.
and they're able to adapt.
It's not about buffing or trying, it's about not having
Yeah.
fucking survivors.
Like someone at some point say buff the photographer, but I'm saying like I don't think the photographer needs to be buffed. I think the mercenary needs to be destroyed from the game.
If you start buffing everything, then you're gonna have the problem of, well, now the killers are too strong.
It's not that the hunter is weak, it's that there's a gimmick that most of the hunters struggle with. Like if you buff the photographer because the photographer doesn't performs with the mercenary and shit, then you also have to buff gamekeeper, then you have to buff Hellember. Like it's gonna be a cycle.
Because then not only are you annihilating the people who were top in those like cunty survivors, but anybody below that who plays in casual and whatnot is gonna get decimated all the fucking time. So then everybody's gonna start complaining that, oh, now the killers are too fucking strong. And then what do? Do you buff the survivors again and then repeat the fucking cycle?
I'm expecting
Again, I want to imagine what the game would be like if you remove detention and if you remove borrowed time. Just imagine. The concept would be simple. You down someone, you get down, you're dead. That's it. No fucking gimmicks, no bullshit whatsoever. Survivor versus Hunters at its finest. This will make some characters specifically maybe bad or broken, but then I think it's easier to balance things out.
Knowing that the perfumer was about to finish that cipher anyway, so it's like
Nice! Oh my god! There he goes again. Beautiful terror shock. We've seen this again from the same hunter with violinist. Okay, whose Discord is it? Is it mine? Fuck's sake.
And now Yellow Duck shifting his attentions because that Gravekeeper will be going back. I don't believe that there's any cipher
Oh my fucking god, this Discord.
Yo.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah.
going home, gonna be very happy.
Yeah, people are finding mechanics really fast.
Peaceful Pine.
Uh-huh.
You know, just to kind of corner.
See, Jan, you just have to adapt.
Aurora is
Nice!
and plants a
Nice
peeper,
hit.
so he will have field of vision.
No
where
mechanic.
Aurora is moving.
See, that's a character that requires somewhat of skill.
Try to close out the distance.
But still a bit of a way to go here.
He's been here for a while. Nice!
Ooh.
See, that's amazing.
Terror shock though. And
But Mercenary doesn't have any more elbow pads.
Really part of that map.
I do think he has too many elbow pads.
Is ready. And now
No.
one on rescuing
He used to
the
have like 6, I heard.
mercenary is
He has
pushing
4
for
elbow
Cypher.
pads and he delays damage.
Be able to rescue this
He
Grave
delays damage and he has ways to get out of situation numerous times. There's something wrong with this character.
that is his,
Bruh, somebody actually plays this character?
Placing those Sonata notes just to make sure.
Ooh, ooh, baby.
Terror shock again.
Oh, get
No.
in the basement.
Terror shock in the
This guy is
basement.
insane. This is like the 3rd time it's
oh my
happening.
gosh, and take no
Poor perfumer.
Wanting to go for that rescue, will he be able to make it in time?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was like, yeah, he's gonna terror shock their ass.
Wow.
Wucheg!
Wucheg! I wanna see some woo woo in the chat.
Are we gonna?
Yes.
Can I get a woo-woo?
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a
Not
damn.
this time.
And he got stunned, my man.
Nice timing on that.
Yeah, I feel like it's a big GG here.
Dylan in the vicinity as well.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
perfumer.
And he's gonna get
Oh
hot
my.
stunned again.
Oh my god.
He's getting bullied.
Well, Dad
Bruh,
is crawling
bruh.
his way through. Hit by home, just right on the seal. That's super
He's
serious.
getting
Oh my god, they tried to pound stun him. If she hits that portal,
Yo, that literally went through the fucking window.
Okay, yeah, like it worked on the other map, but not here. Is it like the shape of the building? Do you think that they added the banner on the left to hide the ping?
Maybe.
I'm not quite sure.
They're saying obvious shit. I don't know if it's just me.
I'm not even listening.
It's like it's analyzing, but like also if you're analyzing, it's obvious shit. Is it really analyzing?
He got to build up, but
Well, then it's not.
Perfumer was buying time. I'm like, well, yeah.
let's argue with each other in chat.
This is like a huge.
I'm gonna write to you something.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That
Oh yeah, please.
too.
ended really.
What's
really
happening?
good job here.
Just starting a discussion, but it's
Oh,
a staged
yeah.
discussion. That's the
Yeah, it really was.
Hunter mains are
No.
crybabies.
It's coming together. On the flip side.
Oh my god, what are you doing?
And
We're gonna start beefing in the chat.
on Instagram.
Yo,
on
beef in the
Twitter,
chat, let's
It
go.
would be a good game. That's the most generic staged
all the
answer
players that
ever.
made it to top 8.
I'm not trying to start beef
The
with the
teams that
chat.
made it
I'm
to
trying
top
to
8
like
were able to
actually
go this
see how
far.
people
That's a
reply
huge
to a
accomplishment
discussion.
in itself. And I'm really
Jen
looking
wants
forward
to see
seeing
the
more
world burn.
from, the team in the future, that's for sure.
And,
They're not replying.
Yeah, NR just solidified. And
Oh my god, dude.
we did always highlight Aris.
You just want to see the world burn, both of
Now,
you.
you know what? The
Team. I mean, I
Mercenary needs a buff where he gets
I'm such a
deleted from
huge
the game.
DX fan, but you know, just to
You should post that.
It's a buff for
yeah.
the game itself.
One of those teams.
No bully naive.
I was trying to think if there were any
fuck is
hunters that didn't
naive?
play today.
They,
that,
it's mercenary.
Are kind of part of the.
Mercs need more elbow
not our
pads.
high pick rates. I mean, we saw Dream, which we saw our 20.
Going for the Feaster ban. We haven't seen Feaster lately.
From Baby Lane.
Something-
Bring back.
That's another.
The amount, the likeliness of a feaster coming out is suddenly diminished. Maybe we might need to have Grizzly guests sometime, but probably, unfortunately, probably not for IVC, but for
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, with the elbow pads to the hunter, stun the hunter while at it.
For hunter side, as well as the survivors, because we did see the humor.
yeah.
This is the kind of shit talking where you can't tell it's shit talking.
Other than
The mercenary has been in the army, he should have like grenades or some
I
shit.
mean, I just started.
It's not a machine gun, that's mowing down hunters.
Identity5 is just content.
Wait.
Share the beauty.
Thai broadcast getting to do those interviews. So, but yeah, on the flip side, while we're waiting for the broadcast as well, again, we encourage y'all to continue to be active on social media.
Oh, I think people would react to that one.
Tweets as we go along. Be sure to use the hashtag IVC 2020 SE.
Oh,
So again,
Oh,
yeah, I
didn't match today.
2020.
well, it's still, your argument still holds.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't change anything. Like there were still 10 fucking minutes of commentary after each match.
Personally,
Oh, well, I think we're done here.
That's that we're focused on what's going on right now.
Think we done
But,
here.
at least